So you have gun above gap podcast, huh?
Yeah, Jinyoungism, you cool with me judging?
Oh yeah, sure, man. I don't care.
Alright.
But
Look at the fucking tier list, lad.
Nigga, I'm looking at it.
Oh, is she looking?
Hey guys, this is Flasher, by the way.
that's cool.
Bro, what'd he say, bro?
This is Slash in chat.
Okay, bro. What the fuck? Damn. What topics? Yeah, I'll take YUI gun versus anyone in the verse.
Okay.
Alright, who you picking?
Goo.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Do you want to like propose an argument for why you think Goo is above gun?
Yeah, Goo with better gear and in a rematch with knowledge of how CUI works is going to kill him
Why do you think this?
because he's literally capable of reacting to him in the fight, and he almost kills him by outsmarting him by highlighting that he's horribly stupid and has no battle IQ in that form.
I mean, he's not faster than him. I just think like Gun just dodges it, or like no, I think Gun just breaks the sword every time they fight.
He only broke the sword because Goose swung at his mouth without realizing that he can't cut his bones.
Yeah, so why can't Gun just physically overpower him and do it again?
Because in the fight, he reacts to Gun and tanks his attacks, and at the end, he almost kills him, but the sword was too short because he swung at his mouth.
Wait, when does he react to Gun? Like, he doesn't really react to the guy.
He does. After he gets clocked in the head.
When he gets comboed?
No.
And what are you referring to?
What's the chapter?
It's 514.
If you have the scan, if you know what I'm talking about, just post it, bro. Said 514?
Yeah.
That's badass, bro. Thank you. There you go. He gets clocked at the start.
Where you posting this again?
Yeah, sure. Bro, he just overpowers him too.
Yeah, wait, where are you posting this again?
Yeah, literally, look. You got. Hold on. Where's my my thingy?
Your big bros?
No. Can I post images? He literally reacts to him, and he like physically pins him to the floor in the middle of the scuffle. He reacts to him, bro. He reacts to him the score intended.
This is after many consecutive attacks, and this is before
because he got caught off guard.
Why is that off guard?
Because he didn't realize, he thought Gun was about to die, and 2, Gun randomly got much faster and stronger than he ever even remembered him being.
Yeah, I don't really qualify that as like a off guard, considering that he already knew Gun's bloodlust and the atmosphere was changing. And plus,
but it doesn't say I know how fast and strong you are.
Well, he probably would have known that Gun at least bare minimum gotten stronger if the guy if he just told
why are you making that? Are you Goo? Are you Goo Kim?
I don't have to make the assumption.
Are you Goo Kim? Why is it possible, bro?
Because he, like you said, he cut his neck beforehand, and Gun suddenly got up, and the entire atmosphere just changed. Like, if that happened, I think
And what
I would have
about
probably
that?
gotten
What
stronger.
about that? What about that? Lets him calculate how much faster and stronger his opponent's
I'm
gonna be.
not. I'm not positing that and lets him calculate how much stronger he got, but he's
So
gonna
he got
probably
off
know.
guarded. That's a concession.
That's not a concession. I'm not saying, oh yeah, he got strong. He knows he got stronger by this specific amount of like quantification, but I'm saying like, oh yeah, he knows he got stronger. It doesn't have to be by a specific amount.
That's what's in question, bro.
No, bro. No, you're saying like
I'm
it has
asking
to.
you.
Like,
I don't think that's the case. Like, why is that the case?
what do you mean? Like, what is not the case here?
Like, why is Goo seeing him get up with bloodlust
That's
make
yeah.
him immediately assume that he's gonna get stronger?
Well, bro, that's not in question. You're saying like, oh yeah, why does he know?
I
Like
just
you
put
just
it in
asked.
question.
Yeah, but you just asked me, why do you know? Like, why does he know? Oh, how strong like Gun's getting? I'm like saying like, oh yeah, he probably
I'm
that doesn't
saying,
matter
why is he? Why is his initial implication that the guy who just stood up is gonna be stronger and faster?
because he just cut his neck, and we know from when Yamazaki's getting UI.
That's yeah. He knows about UI. He doesn't know about TUI. He doesn't know about that form.
Yeah, but I didn't get the finish. I was like about to say like when Yamazaki's going to UI, like their entire atmosphere changed. So if someone he just supposedly killed just gets up and then the atmosphere changed, I think like
Yeah,
honestly
the
off
most
and
you could
like
get. Yeah. The most you
intuitive
could get
like the
is
guy
like,
is gonna get stronger.
yeah. You're not understanding is the most you could get is that he's gonna assume that that's just gun, right? And like gun's gonna try again. That's the most you could
What?
get. But
So
all he
wait.
knows about is gun strength. He wasn't expecting somebody to come faster than gun. That's why he pockets that you're not gun. And also, this
Wait.
isn't your interpretation. Literally isn't supported because on panel, bro, he gets comboed. Right, I'm saying it's off guard when he regains consciousness, even while dazed. He reacts to gun and then pins
Yeah,
him to the
after
floor.
wait, no, he doesn't. Like he just literally gets stomped out, and then sure after many
No,
consecutive stops,
that's
like
not
he's
what
capable
happens.
of like
Yo,
actually
is
defending
Gyro, are you
himself.
here? Can you post it? That's literally not what happens.
Wait, post what?
He says
I already
he's
seen
when
him.
when Goo reacts to the stomp, the exchange after that is not Goo getting stomped out.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
we
One sec.
see it on screen, brother.
Wait,
That's
he
not
just gets he just
that's
pushes gun off of him. He doesn't get stomped up.
they
He
literally have an
100% gets
exchange.
stomped out, bro.
Bro, Goo literally physically pins him to the floor. Like he literally was blatantly caught off guard in that instance, right? You don't have evidence to support that.
One sec.
They're literally like right. He's literally like almost damn near physically comparable to this guy. And they literally make a statement
Yeah, I'm
saying
going to
that
start it.
if Goo was fighting normally, he would have killed this guy. So.
They don't make that statement. They just say, okay, if Goo was fighting normally, he would have lasted longer.
That's not what the statement says, brother.
That's exactly what the statement says.
In Hollywood and maybe Bollywood, that's where it says, but not in the United
Dude,
States.
do I have to get the statement?
No, brother, you already lost.
Rather we see it stated by James directly. It doesn't state he would have won.
He overpowers him. Yeah, so I'm saying that Goo has the capabilities of tricking this form of gun, and he's not gonna swing at his mouth next time to get the fucking thing broken off because he didn't realize that he just couldn't cut through his bones with that sword.
Yeah, I'm asking why couldn't Gun just physically overpower him and break the sword once again?
Because he doesn't physically overpower Goo in the fight previous.
Yes, he does.
That's the opposite of what you're saying is happening on panel.
He do not see it like what we see this on panel.
Goo is literally physically pinning him to the floor. What about this? Is this guy's getting physically overpowered? Or like, what about this? Is I'm getting physically
Okay, hold
overpowered?
on.
Are we being
That is
serious?
not.
Bro?
He's not getting physically overpowered.
This
Goo
is
has
why
a
I don't
sword. He has,
debate. This is why I
yeah, wait,
I
hold
don't debate
on.
numbers. Like,
Wait, bro, what? Hold on. Let me see. That is not physically overpowered. So Surson has a sword, which is granted he has more lethality than me. Obviously, I would try to hold his hand than rather him letting me stab me in the face. Obviously, that's not him physically overpowering.
He's fully extended, right? So if I'm trying to push down, you're trying to push the opposite direction. And if you keep getting forced in another direction against your will, it's definitionally getting physically overpowered.
Oh, we see it on your screen, like on your panel, which you send.
Jinyoungism, bro. I'm gonna ask you a question, bro. I'm gonna
Yeah,
see.
so,
We're about to test your IQ. Okay. So if the pointy thing is pointing at you, do you want to move away from it or towards it?
Obviously, I would want to move away from him, but that's not what he can do.
So
Considering,
check this out. So there's two hands on the sword, completely pushing it away from him, right?
Mm.
if I start pushing somebody downward with their hands locked in that position, I'm fighting. It's their force pushing one way against my force pushing the other way. If I manage to push you all the way down to your back on the floor, definitionally you got overpowered physically. I didn't overpower you
No.
conceptually. I didn't overpower you
No,
conceptually,
no.
metaphorically, none of that. Like
No,
physically overpowered.
okay, yeah, so no. Like I said, he has another blade pointed right in his like mouth where Gun is biting on for dear life. Secondly, if he even tries the move, if he moves his head, yeah, that blade is going out and Gun's getting cut right in his neck. Secondly, and yeah, thirdly, the guy has a knife, like he's literally getting pinned like down with a blade to his face. So he's literally only stuck into this situation where he has to push it. And then right after, where he's in a disadvantaged situation, he just gets out of it and punches the shit out of him.
Bro, Gyra, did he even respond to anything I just said, bro? I don't even know, bro.
Not really, but he's like trying to make a new point, I think.
That's just my response. I'm just
Is
saying,
that
like,
is that the same
I
thing
don't
you
really
said from
think that, I
earlier?
don't really classify that as like a overpower, because considering Goo has like more lethality and Gun can't really move within that situation. I don't really see what Gun could do.
You're conceding the point that Gun could just physically overpower and break the sword from him.
Yeah, he could physically overpower him in this situation. Like, we see it right after he does, but like at this point, what you're showing me in the fight,
he
he
doesn't.
just can't do nothing.
He doesn't physically overpower him after this.
Yes, he. Okay, hold on. Let me go to the situation in fight. So when he suddenly this gets onto him, he doesn't break his fucking arm and like grab the sword off and then stab Goo with it and then punch him. Do I have to like stream the fight?
That's not even getting physically overpowered. The only
What?
panel where he gets physically
what?
overpowered is when he gets punched through the wall.
Wait, so
That's
you're
not
telling
getting
me? Wait,
physically
hold on.
overpowered, That's just losing the fight.
Like
Wait, what? Hold
he's
on.
not physically. They're still like standing toe to toe, like while this is happening. Like he's not getting physically overpowered.
Wait. So if someone
but-
has me in a disadvantaged situation by like pointing a fucking sword at my head, and I break their arm with just like sheer force, that's not me physically overpowering them?
It's just jujitsu. You
Yeah,
kind of outskilled them.
Gun doesn't utilize any martial arts in TUI, so I don't know how you would ever prove he's using.
That's not true. He is using martial arts in TI.
Can you go ahead and prove that?
He's purely instinctually fighting. Yes.
Can you go ahead and prove that?
Yeah.
Yeah, show me a one instance where Gun is using a martial art, and
Yeah.
that's
Do you hear this claim of doom and despair? Are you guys listening to this guy?
show me one instance where Gun is using a martial art in TUI. That is literally what is stated not to happen. It is literally directly stated by James Lay that yeah, Gun in TUI does not use martial arts. He only relies on strength.
Yeah, pose a statement, brother. What is this?
Okay,
By the
bet.
way, I'm gonna ask you a question. What is he doing here? What is this? Is this a
He is
karate
punching
technique?
him. No, that is not a
Oof.
karate technique, brother. That is a normal punch.
That's not a karate stance. It's not a karate technique.
No, bro, that is a normal punch.
That's how people normally punch.
Yes, that is how people normally
Wait,
punch.
bro, look at his left
stop.
hand.
Put that on your mother's life. That's how people
On my
normally punch.
fucking
Wait,
on my
no, wait, look
mother's
at his
life.
bro,
Wow,
Jin
this
nigga-
Youngism. Jin
You don't
Youngism,
love-
he's in a crouch position, his left hand has his palm up in his left hand, and then bro, it's obvious he's
Yeah,
using
I
some
don't
kind of
see why
technique.
we couldn't assume
Nigga,
it to be a normal punch when it's
you don't love your mom?
like,
Bro, it's
bro.
obvious
Hold
he's
on,
using some kind of
wait,
technique.
why the fuck am I getting jumped? What the hell?
Nigga,
Yeah,
do
I
not-
don't see why we can't assume it to be like a normal punch when it's literally stated by someone who's observing them like him and someone a perfect machine fight and already comes to the conclusion, yeah, this guy's just using his raw strength. Like, why are we just assuming, yeah, this is gonna be a martial art? Do I have to stream the fight to you?
We did not
Bro,
see any.
people normally punch like that, Jin Youngism.
Yes, you do. But
What?
You punch like that? Get on camera and punch like that right now.
no, what the fuck? Wait. So, Jester, look at my screen share.
I'm looking.
When they're describing each other's fighting style, hold on, let me go to all the way to the start. Boom, boom. I'm just gonna misdo this because there's nothing stated. Both are in a state of ultra instinct, but their fighting styles are different because the blood running through their veins is different, perhaps. Gun is like an enraged beast with animal instinct and overwhelming power. He destroys everything in sight.
So wait, stop right there.
Daniel Park
Why
is
does
on
that?
the
Wait, stop. Why does that mean that Gun is not using any martial arts techniques?
because he's just fighting with his overwhelming power. He's literally like an Eli, but without
You
that
can
or
do
an
that. You
animal
can
instinct.
literally do that with martial arts.
No, martial arts is more sophisticated. We literally get this
That's not
stated.
true. That's not true.
We literally get the definition.
That's literally not true. You want
Then
a
why would
definition for
they?
martial arts?
Oh, I don't think the formal definition of it matters.
Martial arts are codified systems and traditions of combat.
Yeah, and he's not.
It's
using
just
any
a
martial
fighting
arts.
style. You know what that is? It's just a fighting style.
Yeah, I know, but like he's
Okay.
clearly not using a
Is it,
sophisticated.
they stated that
martial art.
that's a fighting style that he's using, which is like an overpowering type of fighting style, right? He's
That
throwing
is
a
not
flying knee.
okay. Look. I'm not saying
Jinyoungism,
like,
he's throwing
he's not-
flying knees and roundhouse kicks. No, a gorilla does not fight like this, brother. These are martial arts. Like,
dude, obviously he's going to he's going to fight like not going to fight like a fucking gorilla, like
yes,
literally.
because he's using
But he's
martial
not-
arts.
No, like every kick someone does doesn't mean they're going to fucking do a martial arts kick or do a taekwondo kick, brother.
If it's a kick, it's a martial art.
Okay, then you could say a normal fucking non-foreign punch is also a martial art. That doesn't mean anything. I'm just saying, Gun. You just said no. You just said beforehand, Gun was using karate. You just said Gun was using karate. You would agree karate is a sophisticated martial art, correct? I'm disagreeing that Gun is using a sophisticated martial art.
No, it's not. It's not a sophisticated martial art.
Why is it not? Like what?
Kyokushin karate fighters literally beat their bones with shin to strengthen their bones and increase in strength, and then have fist fights with no gear or head pad at local competitions.
Yeah,
yes,
that is their training. Yeah, that is their training method.
Does that sound?
Their training method doesn't have anything to do with their actual fighting style.
Wow.
Are we like seeing? Wait, are we seeing the same exact fight when James kind of states there's a huge difference in between fighting?
That's another claim you can't prove. But,
Wait, so you think the way I train is gonna be the way I fight?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, when I lift a fucking dumbbell, I'm definitely gonna lift you up like a dumbbell. Yeah, currently.
That's not analogous. That's not analogous. Yo, Gyro. Why do you sign me up for this, bro? Did you know this thing was this stupid? Oh,
wait, bro, like, am I just tripping? Is he just not like looking at the fight I'm like screen sharing? Like, they literally show a distinction between Daniel's and Gun's fighting style.
I think you're treating to fight like this.
Wait, Jinyoungism, there's just a defining feature of Daniel how he fights. He just fights with skill and run. Gun just fights with primarily strength, but he still does use martial arts.
I'm not okay, but like he's classifying everything as a martial art.
Wait, can y'all conclude?
Yes.
Okay, wait, y'all need to give conclusions, to be honest.
Like but like Gyro, he's classifying everything as a martial art.
Wait, bro. Wait, Jester doesn't disagree that Gun primarily uses strength when he's fighting. He thinks that he still uses martial arts.
Okay, but I'm not saying like but what he's basically saying is that he's like he's saying like Gun is like trying to use this like sophisticated martial art because like he's already established like every single fucking attack is a form of martial art. I'm saying like if that's the case, then why does this matter then? And he's saying, he uses
I don't think you understand. So when he's fighting, he's using martial art techniques, but his fighting style, what it mainly encompasses is strength, right? That's his niche. His niche is strength. That's what he's saying, right? It's like you can still be using a technique constantly, while your niche specifically is just strength, right?
Wait, what did you say? Explain that again.
Okay, his niche is strength, but he's still using martial arts techniques throughout the fight. He literally showed you an instance.
I mean, I don't really think like he's using a sophisticated martial like. Wait,
it doesn't matter about being sophisticated. He's still using a martial.
Then why? Wait, then why would I like? I disagree to that. Jester's already said like he classifies everything as a martial art. If he's not using a sophisticated one, then he's just using his raw fucking strength to fight back.
Bro, what? Not using sophisticated martial art technique equal not using martial arts techniques at all?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like Jester. If Jester is classifying like everything as a martial art, then like I'm saying like he's not. I'm just saying like he's not using a sophisticated martial art. Like One's
So,
just like
are you
Taekwondo.
trying to say
Jinyoungism.
sophisticated,
That-
sophisticated,
I'm
or
just-
are you saying
That's not even a
sophisticated?
word.
No, bro. I'm just saying, like, he's just not.
Are
like,
you wait? Are you
he's
saying
just usually
sophisticated?
primarily.
Wait,
Yeah,
bro.
he has that.
Oh, okay, yeah, bro. Just okay. I'm giving. Can I give a judgment now?
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on, Jinyoungism. Your claim initially was that he just doesn't use martial arts at all.
Yeah. Now you're agreeing with them.
No,
so yeah, that
like,
was a
because like
contested.
no, like he's basically saying
Wait, no,
everything
no, it
is a
literally
martial
was.
art,
That
and
was
I'm
that
saying
was the
okay,
original
sure,
claim.
like
You're,
if
oh
we
my
grant
God.
that, like I'm not saying like what the hell.
Okay, yeah, bro. Okay, yeah. Okay, your original claim was that he does use martial arts. Period. Jester clearly shows you it's a music martial art. During the fight, right? There's multiple instances of using martial arts techniques throughout the fight. So I don't get it. And then now you're saying he's not using sophisticated martial arts techniques, as if that's something that Jester even disagreed with.
No, like this is what he's no. What I'm basically saying is Jester this originally just said everything like every single attack is like in a form of a fighting style or martial art. I'm saying okay, if you were to grant this, then
Yeah, he showed you
he's not
instances.
using
So
a
he has. So
sophisticated
there's a
martial
higher
art.
there's a higher credence in favor of what he's saying.
Then
He
wait, why
showed you
did he
literal
bring up
instances throughout
guns
the fight.
using Kaioshin karate? Like what?
Wait, bro. That he was just saying that matches with Kaioshin karate or whatever. But that doesn't dismiss his point
What?
nonetheless. He's saying that gun uses martial arts techniques, right? He proved his point.
No, he just didn't.
Wait, okay, yeah. I'm giving verdict. You lost.
Reality denial, bro. This is
He
not
just
World of
didn't
Darkness,
prove that.
boy.
Okay, you lost, bro. His point was just that he uses martial arts techniques. Period. That's how he broke his arm. He shows you instances of using martial arts techniques throughout the fight. So there's a higher credence built up in favor of what he's saying. Right?
No, that is not.
And
If you dead ass think gun
originally you
is
said he
using
does use
jujitsu in
martial
that
arts
moment,
techniques.
then you're kind
Originally
of
you said he
delusional,
does use
brother.
Okay, yeah, you just lost, bro. Yeah, you just lost, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Alright, bro.
No,
Okay, but is the debate over?
I don't think so.
Is it a debate? Yeah, it looks like it, yeah.
Or how do you have any other contentions?